welcome back to the Wrestling Rundown. As we told you about a month ago, Thomas Wolf has a schedule that does not allow him to get out here as often as he would like, but we are keeping the top 5 going. Last month, I did the first ever Travis's top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the very first edition of Kevin Hawk's Self High 5. Same rules apply to the Thomas's top 5. No repeats. It's for whatever reason he wants. They can be in whatever order for whatever reason, and you can't dispute that because they're his.
Yeah, they're absolutely mine.
So, Kevin, let us know who is in the number 5 spot.
The number 5 spot is the in-ring return of one of my old favorites, Steve Corino.
Yeah.
Coming out of, I mean, you could say that this would be for like the last year and a half worth of build up to this match with BJ Whitmer. And for him to go back to the evil place in his head and become the old Steve Corino.
As much of the old Steve Corino as he could be.
Yeah, as far as even dyeing the hair back to the bleach blonde.
Yep.
And just getting super violent with BJ Whitmer. And showing really that he can still go despite being older, being semi-retired, and having recent spinal fusion surgery.
Yeah. And I mean, him and BJ Whitmer both killed it in this match, both of them coming back from surgery, and really showing no wear and tear. They looked like they hadn't been out of the ring.
Yeah, which is good. And it just made me reminisce back to old ECW days of the 98, 99 era.
Yeah.
Of Corino coming in and being violent.
I gotta watch more of the old ECW stuff.
Moving on to number 4. Shouldn't be surprised that this guy's on the list. It's the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose, for capturing the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
And winning Money in the Bank in the same night.
Yeah.
Big night for Dean Ambrose, and then basically everything he's done after that's been really funny.
Yeah, and this is something that... This is something we've wanted forever.
Yeah.
Like, Dean Ambrose has always been a top pick for a lot of people to win the championship, and for him to finally do it, have just such a standout night as far as Money in the Bank goes.
Because we got just like the fingertips touching it. We got the ever so slight taste of it when he was feuding with Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
And they even had that time where he like beat Seth Rollins, but not for the title, but he still grabbed the title and ran anyways.
The awesome match he had at Roadblock against Triple H.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Dean Ambrose, they've been teasing it, they finally let it happen, and, I mean, he's had gold every single time he's gone out on TV since he won.
Yeah.
So
kudos to Dean Ambrose for winning. Plus he's just fun. He's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Does funny promos, and he's got cool hair.
Sure. Scraggly, but yeah, it's cool. I'll take some Dean Ambrose hair.
Not
like a lock of it, that's creepy. Don't look at me.
Okay. Number 3 on my list is the current reigning Ring of Honor World Champion, Jay Lethal.
Ooh, this is a good one.
This also goes back to Best in the World.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Lethal retaining the championship from Jay Briscoe in a return match a year in the making. So Jay Lethal's now been the Ring of Honor champion for a full year.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't look to be losing any momentum.
I wouldn't say so. I mean, he's been on top of the world since he won that championship.
Yeah.
I mean, when he won the championship, he was a double champion.
Yeah.
He lost the TV title, but didn't lose any momentum. He just kept going. He faced Colt Cabana just about a month ago.
Donovan
Dijak. And now he just had another killer match. Him and Briscoe, we talked about it on our indie news that week, is that him and Briscoe just have such natural in-ring chemistry, and they work off of each other so well.
Yeah.
That it's always a fun time when you get those two facing off in the ring.
Yeah, and I want to say, as far as anybody who is a champion in any of the major promotions in the country, Jay Lethal might be one of the most underappreciated champions.
Absolutely.
Because, especially in the last few years, his promo game has gotten really strong. And, I mean, in the ring, he's just fantastic.
Yeah.
There's hardly anything you can pinpoint and say that there's something wrong with Jay Lethal.
Yeah. No, he's the total package as far as what you want in a wrestler.
And he's the guy who I can totally see, had he not been in Ring of Honor, and the Ring of Honor champion, he's another guy I could see going and being in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah, definitely.
Showing that you don't have to be the biggest guy in Ring of Honor to be the baddest guy in Ring of Honor.
Absolutely.
I'm going to move on to number 2.
Dos.
This is a tag team.
Hey, 2 people at number 2.
We're talking Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Making the waves on NXT. Because recently, I don't know if this was in the month, but they beat the Revival.
It was a
prior
week,
to.
Yeah, it was a week or so before Takeover.
Yeah, prior to Takeover, but then recently they beat the Hype Bros.
Yeah.
On NXT this week, and really they've been on a roll for the last few months as a tag team. But this week they're staking claim to wanting to be the #1 contenders.
And they're both competitors in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we not only can we look forward to awesome things from them as a tag team, but as singles competitors as well.
Yeah, and Regal said it on NXT this week. They will be the next #1 contenders.
Yeah.
They have a title match in the future, but American Alpha has to have their title rematch first.
Yeah, because they're contractually obligated to have one.
Yeah, so they're doing cool things now, but they're going to be doing even cooler things in the future, because going against the Revival is going to be the first team against Ciampa and Gargano that are similar. So they're the only other team similar sized to Ciampa and Gargano.
Yes.
Because Ciampa and Gargano are both very small, and so are the Revival. They're small guys.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fairly even match as far as size is concerned. And as far as technical prowess is concerned. So these guys are going in on a very even keel.
Yeah.
Towards, who could win.
Yeah. Well, your number 2 and your number 1 are a great segue for my honorable mentions for this particular top 5. Transitioning from Gargano and Ciampa to my first honorable mention, the Revival. The Revival becoming the first ever 2-time NXT Tag Team Champions as a unit. Neville is the only other person that can stake claim to that title, but he had 2 different partners. They are the first official tag team unit to be 2-time NXT champions, 2-time champions in NXT. No one other than Neville has held a championship twice, which is extremely impressive. That'll go down in history, considering how big NXT is. That's a big thing.
Yeah, there's been no 2-time women's champions on NXT, and no 2-time NXT champions.
They quickly became, your favorites right off the bat.
Yeah.
You were immediately drawn to these guys, just how old school they are, and they've continued to up their game every single time they're out there. My other honorable mention being the Swiss Superman, Cesaro. The stuff that he's done, since the Intercontinental title thing, now transitioning into what led up to Money in the Bank, the stuff he did at Money in the Bank, and most recently now his matches in the Fatal 4-Way and against Rusev on SmackDown this past week. This is a guy that can do anything, everything, and
Cesaro has been en fuego.
Yeah, we say it every time. Things happen because Cesaro.
Absolutely.
So, those are my honorable mentions.
Which leads us to my number 1, a true American hero, and the greatest United States champion of all time, and Lana's fiance, Rusev.
Machka, Machka,
If for no other reason than besides he is a great heel United States champion, the fact that he Machka did something outside the window just now, and Machka Titus O'Neil on pay-per-view.
We are always okay with Titus O'Neil getting Machka.
Yeah.
Machka is something that works very well with Titus O'Neil.
Yes, so we're going to keep our fingers crossed that he does it again this upcoming Monday on the 4th of July edition of Monday Night Raw.
It'll be an Independence Day miracle.
It will be. And they will have to rename it Rusev Day.
Hell, we're going to name it Rusev Day.
Yeah. Rusev Day.
It's Rusev Day.
America.
Fuck yeah.
That's it. That's my top 5.
I dig it.
Corino, Ambrose, Jay Lethal, Gargampa, as I like to ship them together,
yeah.
And Rusev.
It's a very, very solid top 5.
Yeah.
What do you think about the top 5? Let us know down in the comments.
Who are your top 5 this month?
Yeah. Who would you have changed? Who are your top 5 of the month? It's just June. That's all you get. The month of June. No more than that. No more, no less. Well, you can do less if you want, but that's up to you.
Who's your top 5? Let us know.
Yeah.
Do you like my top 5? If not, too bad. I don't care.
Ta-da! But thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Check out the links down below in the description. That'll link you to all of our different social media outlets like Tumblr and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, where you can chat us up on just about any one of those. There's our emails if you want it to be a little more one-on-one secure, or the SoundCloud if you want us in your ear holes but not on your iFace balls.
Yes, well, right. But you're watching this video, which is not a podcast, but
yeah.
For all the ones that are podcasts, there are video versions up in the playlist. Those are all of our usual reviews: the Raw review, midweek wrap-up, SmackDown rundown, and the indie news.
And this video you're watching right now.
No, not the... well, yeah.
Well, it'll be in that playlist.
Okay, yeah, it's in that playlist.
It just won't be down there in that playlist.
No.
Because for those of you that subscribe and check out our playlists, you get all the special little extra bonus videos.
Indeed. So yeah, up next you'll be getting the indie news. We got a couple results. We got our second ever Attack Pro show coming up.
Yeah.
We got some Ring of Honor post best in the world. We have to see what's going on there, and we got some upcoming shows for you to look forward to. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
For sure. Ain't no lie.
Machka, 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 Machka.
Fuck Titus O'Neil.